Oh, there we go. Please excuse our slight technical problems. And welcome, champions. My name is Margaret, and this is Michelle, and we are coming to you live from Codename Entertainment in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. Before we begin, I'd like to also thank D&D for hosting us on the official D&D Twitch channel. It is and always will be an honor to be here. Shout out as well to Erica, helping co-produce and moderate the stream with us. And thanks again for joining us. So this is Michelle.
Which camera? Oh, hi.
Hi. And she is responsible for a lot of the monsters you see and defeat on Idle Champions. So huge props for that.
Yeah, I've been working on monsters for probably 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of monsters.
Yeah. And like some very popular ones, some less popular ones.
Yeah.
I think sort of the biggest one that was all the rage lately was the Black Pudding and some of the recent Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Right. Yeah, that was an interesting one.
That was an interesting one, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to animate that one in the time frames that we have, which is always tricky when you have a liquid that you have to animate,
and
or
it splits.
Tentacles, yeah, and splitting.
And how that works. Like that was cool because I remember I was watching Mars' stream, and just the reactions when the Black Pudding spread was just priceless.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good.
And yes, the Diamond Golem from this week's chess group, you drew as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was a challenge too.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a bit more like?
Yeah. I've been working on them for 3 years, but I'm not sick of it. Like I love it because every monster is different, and there's so many different kinds and variations, and you can't really get used to it because they're all so different, and it's really fun.
It's not like drawing rocks. The joke is here that if something goes wrong on the art team, the artist responsible ends up drawing rocks for the next week, which I don't think or the map.
Maps are fun, I think, but they take so long.
Wait, can you show what you're working on now for the map?
Oh,
I think we can talk about it. It's like Michelle and Adam are together, sort of tag teaming, working on this giant map of Avernus.
Yeah.
So look forward to that coming eventually.
Yeah, Adam's been working on it a lot, and I just kind of took over for a little bit in between monsters. So nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
So yes, as Mars is saying, that the Black Pudding was amazing.
Oh,
so
good.
Super props for that.
How do you like it?
And Deatho won. So we kill all of her work. Yes, or it kills you.
Yeah. Even better. Because then it'll stay on the screen longer. It won't just stay on for like a second.
Yeah, in some ways I think it's a bit of a shame that we create a lot of these like really awesome, like you create a lot of these really awesome art pieces, and we're like, wait, it's here's how to not watch it.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's gone. Boom, it's gone.
Boom, it's gone.
I spent some time on that. But
So, Ilstein says, "Wait, what was that? We're getting a 4-hour stream today." I don't think so.
Be a zombie by the end of it.
That would. I don't think there's enough tea to fuel us for 4 hours. So. But we will be playing some musical chairs on today's stream. I'm joined for the first 50 minutes or so by Michelle, and then Chris wants to spoil something, so that's cool. And then Alexis will be coming on after that as well. And it's kind of with Dylan out. Let's have a brief tour of the C&E office on stream.
Musical chairs.
So
everyone in the office can have a chance.
See everyone. So that's fun. So do you want to talk about how you started at Codename? And
so I've been working in games for quite a while, right out of school. And I worked at another local gaming company, and then they ended up closing, so we were all laid off. So I just took some time off to just freelance and kind of figure out what I wanted to do next. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into a studio again or if I wanted to freelance. But kind of around Christmas, I think I got a call from Eric, and he told me about this new game and how it was a D&D licensed game, and I was like, oh, D&D? Like, that's pretty awesome. So Yeah. So once he told me about that, I had a few days to think about it and like, do I want to like go back to a studio? But yeah, I'm really glad I did. So I said yes. I started part-time for a little bit at the beginning, and and then just ended up here full-time, and have been here ever since. And really happy I said yes, because it's been a lot of fun.
I mean, I'm pretty new, and you're a Codename veteran, so. But
maybe.
Yes.
There's so many other people that have been here like since the beginning. So.
But because there's other people that have been here longer, doesn't mean that you're not like a veteran in and of yourself. And that's
I guess it's been a while now. So. Time flies.
I think I saw a question pop up in chat. What was the first monster you designed?
Oh, geez. The first one. So long ago.
The first one.
It might be like a kobold, maybe?
A kobold? Okay. And then,
I don't know. Yeah, it was so long ago. I can't remember.
Some relative of Spurt.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, because Adam started out kind of figuring out the style of the game and stuff, so he had already done a few monsters, so I took over after that. So, I think, Kobold was like one of the first ones, I think.
Is there any like sort of style of monster that you like going for?
So there's lots of like humanoid monsters with armor and stuff, and that's not my favorite. I like the like really weird monsters that aren't humanoid at all, like the gibbering mouthers or the gibbering mouthers, whatever they're called. They're just like a pile of flesh with like eyeballs and mouths everywhere and stuff. Like that kind of thing is cool. Like it's just so different. Or like the Eldanis, they're like these crab people. Yeah, just anything that's not humanoid is more fun.
It's more fun?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
And like golems are they too humanoid or?
Yeah, because some of the golems are kind of like made out of rock or like crystal or something. And, not my favorite. I like organic, kind of cool
squishy ones.
Yeah.
Squishy monsters.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a game question from Nightmare 937. I noticed that every slot has at least one female champ in the slot, except slot number 1, where it's just Runar, Cathris, Deacon, Turiel. Any future slot 1 female champ coming? Yes, there is one coming soon. What soon is? Nobody knows. Sort of the running joke here. And there's a 287. I wants to know what heroes you've worked on, Michelle.
Heroes?
Champions.
Oh, yeah. The champions I don't work on too much, but Dragonbait was a monster to begin with, so I did him. Yeah, and then he ended up being a champion a lot later, so yeah, he was the one I had the most hands in.
Most hands in?
Yeah.
Okay, so
and Paulton.
Paulton as well.
Yeah. I drew his like his torso area for this poster we had, so I guess that got used for his champion.
Nice.
Yeah. So those are the only two. I haven't done like a full on like champion from start to finish. Because monsters is my thing.
Monsters is your thing. Yeah. It's like every morning and stand up, you're like, I'm working on monsters.
Monsters, yeah.
Can you describe a little bit more about Dragonbait and how he went from being a monster to being a champion?
Yes. At the time I was doing him as a monster. Like monsters have 4 different animations. They all have an idle, an attack, a hit, and a walk cycle. So I did Dragonbait as a monster first, so I did his 4 monster animations, and then I found out he was going to be a champion sometime in the future, so then I did up he has some extra animations, like an ultimate, and a few extra things, so I remember doing that after I had made him a monster. That was quite a while ago. I think he got tweaked since then, since he was put in the game. I think Adam tweaked him, so
Cool. Mm-hmm. And our Daily Ask Dark wants to know, like, what's your favorite component to work on? Is it monster, background, map, or that you've designed? Is there like something that's standing out as your favorite thing?
Definitely, I think monsters, like, since I never get sick of them and I like doing them, those are probably my favorite thing. But I do like doing the maps. Like, a lot of people don't because they take so long and they are quite tedious. But I did the Waterdeep map that came out, and that took a while, but it was fun. Like, I like working on like big projects, like just having a project and then just sitting down and working on it and not having to have lots of input. I just like to just work. So having like a monster list and having to go through the list, or having like a big map and having to finish that map, like I like that. I can just put my headphones on and like do my thing. Yeah.
Put things in the out pile. I like it.
But monsters, I think, are my favorite just because there's so many different types and it doesn't get boring.
And Mars wants to know, have you designed any celestials, like angels, etc., for Idle Champions, or it's just like I think he's asking for spoilers because he wants he wants them soon.
I would say no, not at the moment that I can think of. So yeah, but hopefully, I mean, that would be really cool to work on. So put it on the list, guys.
Chris, Justin, please.
Yeah.
We'll see. Ooh, and Nightmare again with the really cool questions. If you could turn one monster into a champ, which would it be?
One monster into a champ. I'm a huge fan of like tree creatures and stuff, so maybe a dryad would be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe a dryad. I don't know. There's so many of them, like it's hard to pick, but tree creatures are like close to my heart. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you like describe yourself as a druid then? If you had to put yourself into a D&D class?
Probably.
Druid?
Yeah, when I first played D&D, when I first joined Codename, like I hadn't played D&D ever before. But yeah, druid was my first because I was like, yeah, that's my thing. Yeah.
And you're playing a fighter now.
Yeah, now, because after I started playing it, I was like, okay, I just want to get in there and like kill something. I was like, I don't want to use like spells and things. I want to just get in there. So yeah, now I'm a fighter.
Yeah. Awesome. And Mr. Perry, thanks. Complimenting your Waterdeep maps.
Oh, thanks.
Amazing.
Glad you like it. Yeah, it took a long time.
Look forward to an Avernus map soon.
Yeah.
And Mars would really like to see Celestials in the Idle Champions art style.
Yeah, so, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe, if nothing else, we can put it as a extra life goal or something. I feel like we're getting almost crowdsourcing what the community would want to see for us.
Yeah, cool.
Or at least that's what they keep telling me. I don't know. Elsine asks, Michelle, is there any work outside of Idle Champs in other games that you've done that's out there?
Yes. The studio I worked at before was all children's games, so I don't know if those were out there, but they're like, they're children's games for like this handheld thing, the Leapster. But yeah, just other like personal work I have just on my social media and stuff, and I've done a few art shows and things and some freelance here and there, but I don't know, this is probably the most visible art that I do because this game gets played by a lot of people, so everything else is kind of like small little things I've worked on or other little games, children's games and stuff.
What's your sort of preferred medium to work on?
Yeah, if I could work on art all day, it would be ink and watercolor. That's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. That's what I post a lot on my Instagram is just like sketches or ink and watercolor stuff. Yeah. Nice. Digital is mostly for work. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I do it once in a while at home, but like once I get home, I'm like, I don't want to sit at a computer anymore. I've been doing it all day, so it's nice to get off and do my own thing with paints, real paint. Yeah.
Awesome. Oops. That's the mic. Clive saying that you would like the new Green Knight movie trailer because that's that big wooden giant.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen that. Should check it out.
Oh, and Mars wants to know about your latest D&D character.
Okay. We just started a campaign about a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, so it's pretty new. But I definitely wanted to play a fighter this time, so I knew that. And I switched her from being an elf to a tiefling at the last minute. So she's a fighter tiefling. And Yeah, I don't know too much about like her personality or anything yet because we've just started. But yeah.
Her personality and progress.
She's badass.
She does seem pretty badass. Like I am.
She doesn't take crap from anyone. No.
Much like the person who plays her.
I don't know if I'm that tough, but
you certainly you don't suffer fools.
Yeah.
Then death. Oh, no one was asking about a Kenku when both as an enemy and a champion.
Oh, that would be cool.
I don't think we have any playing planned in the near future, but
I thought we did have a champion.
Oh,
maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not like super familiar with all the champions, but yeah, I guess not. But that would be cool. Yeah, I like Kenku. Yeah. Hopefully we get one.
Maybe. And Elstine's asking, do you do commissioned work outside of C&E? And if someone wanted a D&D character painted for them, is that something you would do?
I have taken commissions here and there. Yeah, I'm not really taking them now because I have stuff going on in my personal life that I'm just kind of busy right now. So, and I find like doing freelance work on top of my full-time job gets quite stressful, and like when I go home now, I just kind of want to relax and do my own thing and not like have to worry about others. So I haven't been doing commissions, but I mean, you can always message me and I can have a look and it's not like a no and never thing. But just not very often. But yeah, just message me.
That's true. Mm-hmm. I think her website's in the chat.
Yeah, like through Instagram or like
Instagram.
If you look up my name, I have a website, just my name.
And then you have a fairly unique name, so
not many people have that. So.
And Cosihil is asking, is Fleet's Week event on the way? Yes, it is. It is coming soon. Not soon, TM, like actual soon. Yeah. Never mind. That is perhaps not the way to put that. Bitmonix has Codename Instrument has amazing paintings. Is there a way to buy those as posters?
I don't think we're selling posters. Yeah, like sometimes if we do up a poster, we'll bring it to a convention.
Yes, we have a pretty cool Ac Ink poster.
That one's cool. The one that Adam did.
Available at when we're at PAX, and we will be at PAX East at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So if you want one of those to just up then, but
I don't think they want to ship them out all the time. So it's more of like a convention thing.
Where we have cool swag, we don't have a lot of merch.
Or ways to like ship it to like everyone. We just don't have the structure for that.
And Cornelia Setri says your ink drawings are fabulous.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
And Nocturne 614 is asking, when do we get new patrons? And I believe there's a plan for a new patron in the future, but not in the immediate future. So I can't give any dates, but we have plans on adding another patron at some point. Cryptic, as always.
Yeah. Because you have to be on a lot of things. Yeah.
It happens. Oh, okay. Did you do this Manticore?
Yes.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, he was a fun one too. Because Arcan has a Manticore for his character, and I think that's what it started out as, and then I used that model and switched it up a bit to create the monster.
For the ultimate awesome for Django.
Sometimes have to like reuse things where we can and tweak things because of the timeline. There's so many things we have to get done in a certain amount of time. So, I guess like once you make a Manticore, it's like this is the Idol Champions Manticore. Yeah. So there's not a whole lot different you can do with it. Yeah.
Oh, and Jadji says, speaking of events, any PAX dice giveaways for us? I got to get them dice. I think next week will be the last stream before PAX East, so I will do a dice giveaway then, and it will be my head on a platter if this doesn't go well, but I am promising it here and now.
I've seen a bag of dice, so I'm sure
sure
remember to bring it.
So, okay. There, you have your answer. Dice raffle next stream. Okay. Oh, and Blank Dragon 997 wants to know what variant we are playing on stream, and I don't think we're playing a variant right now. We are playing Enter the Sargoth. I'm just really starting to get further into the Waterdeep Dragon Heist adventure at the moment, because I started playing this a few months ago when I was interviewing, and compared to some of the veteran players, I have a lot of catching up to do. And I was really distracted in Grand Revel by trying to get all of epics on Havilar, which I was just barely unsuccessful at. So, yeah. I guess props to the team for making a really addicting game, even though it's technically my job. No.
I should play it more during work, but I just
Well, you have the tablet set up and everything.
Yeah.
So I have 2 monitors, and then
you can use one of them.
Just set up for Alpha Kurul wants to know how early or late is the art done when doing new places, enemies, heroes.
Most of the time it's done maybe a week before it actually goes out, or a few days. Usually,
I think it's actually done way before that.
Okay, the day or two.
No. Like the way that
Well, now we've got ahead. We've gotten ahead.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better now.
I remember things coming. I'm looking for. Sometimes when I have to do graphics, I'm finding files that were last modified in December. So you guys are way ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now we are for sure. But there was a while there where it's done and then it goes in a few days later. But we're ahead now. I think it's a month or two.
A month or two ahead now.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice.
2 months ahead almost.
Bit of a buffer.
Yeah. And it's I see Chris's panicked face when you guys we're done the list. Give us the next list. Give us the next list. So, guys are.
It's been good lately, though. We've had lots of stuff to work on. So, just constant flow of stuff. Things need to be done.
So, Nocturne 614 wants to know when we are getting more level upgrades. I want to say that this might be part of the year 1 part 2 rebalance, but I'm not 100% sure. So I will check that at some point and get back to you. So do you play Idle Champions? Do you have your own game running?
When I first started working here, I played it quite a bit. I got addicted to. I always played it on the side at work. But lately I haven't. At work, it's quite busy, so I don't really, I don't really have the time to play it. So not as much lately. But I used to.
You used to play it a lot?
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's probably good that I don't play now, because it is very.
It's okay, I just need to get through this. It's no, I
that's the thing. When I played it at work, I was always click, click, click. I was always trying to get to the next thing. So,
yeah, and
it might be good that I'm not playing.
It's technically not our jobs to play, but also our jobs to play.
Yeah. It probably would be good, but but not good also. Probably more important if you're playing it, since you have more questions to answer about it. I'm more of yeah, I just kind of focus on the one thing on monsters, so I don't really have to know like everything about the game.
Yeah, but I don't know if you ever see that monsters like aren't behaving as.
Yeah, that's true. And it would be cool to see the actual art that I'm working on in the game.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should.
So, any chance we're gonna get Logger Strike wants to know if there's any chance we'll get a champ from one of Sigel's 15 factions. I'd love a military killer. I am ashamed to say that I am not familiar with this. I don't think we have any plans for it. At the moment, because Planescape isn't Forgotten Realms, or correct me if I'm wrong. But that would be really cool. Mostly focusing in the Forgotten Realms at the moment. Elsdene again wants to know, do you feel like you're given enough time to work on the art, the request, or does the time limit involved make you not able to complete as much as you would like?
Yeah, I think with like, if you work at any gaming company or any art job, there's always a time limit, and then you have to do what you can within that time limit. So if I was given all the time in the world, like maybe the animations, I could do a lot more intricate animations, which would require way more art pieces to do, like with tentacles and everything. I have to cheat a little bit just to get it in. Like I can't just like animate like like frame by frame, which would look awesome, but there's just not enough time. So yeah, there's just certain things you have to just cut corners a little bit, like. But yeah, I don't know. I think it still looks good. So I'm still happy with what I'm doing. So that's good. Like if I had like no time and I had to like put out stuff that I wasn't proud of, then that wouldn't be good. But
no, it seems that
like we have enough time to do something that we're happy with. So
good.
Yeah,
that would be a shame.
Yeah. But there's always like, I mean, if you had endless time, you could do whatever you want. There's like no limit to the. Yeah. So
like. I had all the time to write this blog post. I could write a novel, but
yeah, exactly. So it's enough. It's enough time.
Yeah. So sort of one of those expressions that like perfect is the enemy of good enough, where it's like you need to put a time limit to in order to like, stop working on it.
Like that. Yeah. I have that problem with just like my personal work that has no time limit. Just stuff I work on at home. I'm like, this could be done now, but there might be other things. Like it just goes on, and I wish I just had a time limit. So I sometimes have to make myself personal time limits and stuff just to get it done.
Would you describe yourself as like a bit of a perfectionist then, or?
Yep. Yep. And that's what. Yeah. With my personal work, I'm never like fully happy with anything because I'm always like, could be better. Yeah,
but
I think a lot of artists are like that. Yeah. They're never like. A lot of them aren't very like fully happy with everything, and I
think there's a lot of like your own worst critic.
For sure.
Like I've seen your Instagram. You have some really awesome.
Oh, thanks.
It's like, or it's we were drawing little sort of initiative. Just like, here's a quick sketch of your character, and we'll use this to track an initiative, and all of the non-artists are just like, stick figures, and the artists are like, oh, these are like these nice little sketch portraits done in about 3 minutes, and we're like,
and even that was stressful because I was like, I haven't had time to concept out like what horns I want and like what hair and everything, and I just had to come up with it. And I was like, oh darn it, I was gonna like concept this out at home and like create a painting and like try different skin tones and all this. And
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna use what I sketched out because that's always like the best ideas come when you're just sketching. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Dave the Aztec has a question. How much does the user computer power factor into design decisions, or is it the dev team that figures that out?
Luckily, like I haven't had to deal with that too much. Maybe maybe there was like the odd effect or something that needed to be scaled down a little bit, but yeah, like compared to other games I've worked on, this one, like I haven't had to pay too much attention to, those kind of issues. I kind of have free reign to animate the monsters how I want, which is nice because there's other games I've worked on that had to fit in like tiny cartridges that you have to count, like, well, not count, but like you have to be careful with all the points of the vector art. Like I had to like go through the art, take out the points, and pick like each point that wasn't useful. And I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that on this game. So
we're allowed enough.
I think the technology too has increased. It's like I was working on other games, so it's a lot different now. So luckily, don't have to worry too much about that. And I guess our art style has something to do with that too. Maybe if it was a different, like really painterly or like 3D or something, we might have to pay more attention. But
But in the meantime, that's the dev team's problem.
Yeah, and maybe the backgrounds, you can ask Alexis too, because maybe the backgrounds need to, because they're bigger. I'm not sure, but monsters are okay.
Okay. Do you ever do any of the distractions, or?
No, because I think that's more of a background thing. Yeah, that might be an Alexis thing.
And I have a question. Did you do the abyssal chickens?
Yes.
Those are so creepy.
I know.
So creepy. Like, I love them, but they're so creepy.
No. And I remember Chris was saying, like, when they flap their wings, they have to have, like, the flesh and blood come, like, so gross.
Like when they're, especially if you have, like, a speed potion or something, and then they start running at you, I'm just like, oh my gosh. That is super creepy. So creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, those are really creepy. Flesh chickens.
So, that also was changed into a familiar. Did you do any of the other familiars, or?
I might have. Can't remember.
Do we want to look at them?
Oh yeah, good if they're there.
We got some here. So, abyssal chicken.
Well, oh no.
The flump?
No.
Nope.
The flump I turned into a monster, I think, but it was already created. Yeah, I don't think I did too many of those. I might have done like one of the birds or something. But yeah, I think Alexis or Adam did most of those.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I like the elephant one. What's it called?
Oh, the holophant?
Holophant.
Yes,
yeah, that was so cute.
Okay, and Cassius 335, has anyone asked for 80s D&D characters in the stream yet? Yes, they have been asked for, and we don't have any in our current plans, but also a lot of it would have to be updated to be a little bit less 80s. Chainmail bikinis aren't really a go-to anymore. So
not for armor.
Not for armor. We like the cozy armor, so
yeah,
but no current plans. And Nightmare 937 is asking, I'd love to see a way to earn old items as a free-to-play player. Is that a possibility later on? I know that some things are right now are showing up in wild offers that were previously exclusive, but that obviously doesn't help you if you are a free-to-play player. But it is something we're always looking at, because we want to be good, fair people, but also we need to keep the lights on. So it's a fine balance.
Yes.
Yeah, feed the artists, and
that would be nice. Yeah, and everyone.
Yep. And Commander has a question. Are there plans to display patron rewards from recently completed variants in the loot journal? Noticed this during yesterday's error. Not that I'm aware of as a current UI change, but I will definitely take that feedback and bring it to the relevant people like Justin and Chris. They are That is what they do. Jetty Suro has a question for you. Michelle, have you done any of the animations for the Familiars?
I remember doing one. Which one did I say I did a Familiar? I can't remember.
You may have done one of the birds and the Abyssal Chicken.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because I do remember doing, maybe it was the Abyssal Chicken, because I remember, because they have to, like, click. Yeah, and I remember doing, like, a clicking animation. I think it might have been the Abyssal Chicken, and I think it sticks his tongue out or jumps. Yeah. So, yeah, that one. That one for sure. Okay. Maybe others, but it's hard to remember.
And Thunder Remix is wondering who did the Golden Crow, and I think that was Adam.
Yeah, Adam did that one.
Who's our arch overlord.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's in charge of all things style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yep. Oh, for sure.
He's also our DM, so, have to...
Yeah, suck up.
I was going to say stay on the right side, but... Hi, Adam.
Don't kill us.
Please don't kill us. Something to 15 wants to know if you designed the cute pink elephants.
No, I didn't work on those ones.
That was Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia. Yeah.
They are pretty... Those are...
Yeah, I love those.
Those are pretty cute.
Yeah.
It's like, I would almost want nightmares if that's what showed up. Be like,
like, how could you kill those? They're so cute. I guess they're not monsters right now. They're familiars?
No. I think they're monsters in one of the latest variants.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sir Mini, has anyone seen the comic where the bikini armor is just painted on top of a real one? Like, someone's taken armor and painted on a bikini? Because that would be funny. I haven't seen that. Please send that to me.
Yeah, it sounds very practical.
Like,
I'm sure it'll give her lots of protection.
For all of your armored needs at the beach.
Yeah.
First armor, then bikini.
I guess it would cover your heart, sort of.
Oh, no. I think it means that, like, they have a suit of armor.
Yeah.
And then they've just painted the bikini.
Okay.
That's funny.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Because,
that is funny.
Yeah. Gara was saying it sounds like a very Havilar thing to do, and I'm like, yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, it's practical yet fashionable.
Fashionable.
If you're going to the beach.
Pool party. Gotta have the right attire.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. So, more D&D. So you really just started to get into D&D and...
Yeah. So I'm still, I consider myself a newbie with D&D because I hadn't played it before I moved to the studio. And then I started playing it for a bit at the beginning when I first got here. And then I think it was Curse of Strahd. And then I stopped, and I can't remember why I stopped. I think it's because we were playing at lunchtime, and then when the good weather comes, I always am like, I want to go for a walk at lunch and go outside. So that's probably why I stopped. But now we're starting up again. So it's
starting up again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider you a noob at D&D. I'm very anti D&D gatekeeping.
Okay.
So, yeah. I don't know. Anyone's like, unless you've played like 3.5, you're not a real D&D. Like,
right.
Unless you played like the first edition, it's like, well, by that standards, unless we're like Luke Gygax.
And everyone would be. Yeah, it's fun though, getting into it again. Yeah, for sure. It's fun, like creating a character and like just being able to come up with how they look and how they act. It's kind of neat.
And like the backstory and all of that.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's fun. Mm-hmm. Really enjoy it. Yeah. Oh, and Jetty Saro's saying that you and Georgia need to team up to push a Fluffy Beholder familiar.
Yeah, that Fluffy Beholder is awesome. I think Alexis, or was it both of us? I think, because me and Alexis were doing this like monster draw during Extra Life, and that was, we'd have like a monster and an adjective in two separate jars, and then we picked them out, and one was a beholder, one was Fluffy, so then we drew it, and then I guess it got posted to social media,
stealing that
and became a thing. So
it's a thing now.
I'm not against that at all.
Next familiar request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if Wizards is down with that. I'm not sure. That would be fun,
cute.
though. Yeah.
It's cute. I can see it.
For sure.
And Mars wants to know, how much time would you say it takes on average to do the art for a monster? Like, do the bosses take one?
Yeah, it completely depends on the monster. There's some monsters that I can take a previous monster and kind of tweak it and change it, but then still use the same animations as a previous monster because it's kind of the same shape. So that saves a lot of time. So one of those kind of monsters would probably take about like half a day, something like that. Yeah, but then there are other monsters that are like have to be done from scratch, and the animation has to be done from scratch, and some of those can take up to like 2 days, day and a half, 2 days. So yeah, it really depends. Yeah, so when I get a monster list, it doesn't really matter of the number of monsters that are on it, how long it'll take. It's more like, what is this type of monster? And yeah, so
like
it's a big range. Depends how many limbs and stuff they have too, and if they have tentacles, it's always a bit harder to animate and that kind of thing.
And like, is it a boss? Does that matter at all? Or not so much?
The bosses usually are kind of more intricate or bigger, so that sometimes has something to do with it. But even like the mobs, like you have to do 3 of them, like 3 variations, so you have to kind of do 3 animations. Like you swap out symbols, but it still takes some time. So yeah, and armor and clothing always takes a long time too, because they're so detailed, and yeah, there's so many things you have to add for that: belts and buckles and buttons and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
And the adult dragon, the gold adult dragon that was in one of the recent Waterdeep updates, like how long did that take? Because that one, I think Alexis may have done that one,
but the dragons, I mean, anything that's big like that always takes a lot longer because there's so much detail you have to add. Like if it was at a normal size, you wouldn't have to add like all the scales and everything. So yeah, since it's so big, you have to add scales and just everything that you wouldn't normally see when they're normal sized. So yeah, I'm not sure how long that took her, but I've created another like big dragon too, but I would like base it off of whatever big dragon we had first. So that always saved a bit of time, but yeah, that would probably be like a couple day ones, 2 days, maybe 3.
And Mars is asking again, what part of the art process do you enjoy the most? Is it like sketching out the idea more fun than any other step, or?
Yeah, I think it's like once I have the sketch down, because the sketch is like the one you have to think about the most, like trying to get everything right. Once the sketch is done, then it's all just like a coloring book. you just get to like color it in and like stylize the lines and everything. And that's, I think, my favorite part is just to polish it and adding the color and adding a bit of shadow and like, yeah, that kind of thing. Making it look like from a messy sketch to like the finished product. The in-between part of that is the most fun.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool. That's really cool. Oh, are there hidden code clues? I will say the codes at some point during the entire stream, but it won't necessarily be obvious.
You're not allowed to say code.
I'm not allowed to just... Yeah. I've been like, oh, I think this is a good hint, and then like 3 hours later, it's like it's been
Everyone
cracked.
gets it, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It's better to just go and find them, and that's the fun of it.
It's the fun bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be related to something that has been talked about on stream for both hidden codes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Nightmare 937 is asking when we'll see Tier 4 blessings in Helm or Avernus for Tiamat. I'm not sure, but that is a great question to answer Chris when to ask Chris when he takes over stream in a few minutes, 38 minutes.
He might get a bunch of questions all when he's up here for 10
Tell
minutes.
us, his brain is spoilers.
Yeah.
Tell us things. Yeah, no. If I had Chris's brain for like the game design, that would be amazing. I'm always really impressed by what he comes up with.
Yeah, for sure. So many ideas. Yeah. Idea machine.
Maris again is mentioned that it's like a coloring book. When you finish off the monsters, do you handle the coloring book stuff for Idle Champions?
I think I've done one coloring page, but it's mostly, I think Kat is the one who's done a lot of pages. Maybe other artists too, I'm not sure, but yeah, I have maybe done one. Yeah.
Do you remember which one?
No,
it was a long time ago. A long time ago. So maybe one of the car ones.
I have little memories of certain things, but I'm like,
you're like, no, monster list. Give me my monster list. Making creepy chickens that run at you, and those chickens haunt my nightmares.
Yeah.
Like seriously, those chickens are so creepy.
I want to take a look at them when they're at like hyper speed. I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen? Oh, okay.
No.
I know what we're doing after stream.
Yeah. Probably. I have nightmares of chickens running at me because I used to have chickens, and there was this one rooster that was very aggressive. So he would run up to me, jump, and kick out his legs. Like, it hurt if he got you. And one time he did get me in the ankle, and I had to stay home from school because I couldn't walk. Like, he bruised my ankle bone, and then the next day my teacher was like, "Where were you?" I'm like, "I got attacked by a chicken."
Okay, so the monsters of Idle Champions are from the deep childhood trauma of the people that work for Codename Entertainment. Yeah.
The recesses of our
minds. You heard it here. This is where we work out our childhood traumas.
Yes.
Not sure who
helped me emotionally to work because I made it so ugly. Just like I remember that rooster.
Really want to know the story about the pink elephants then, but yeah. It's like, oh geez.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. And I remember that you saying that you did not feel like you had the nerd cred to be on stream, which I think is ridiculous.
Well, yeah, because I guess because I hadn't played D&D until I came here, and I'm not huge into board games or fantasy novels and all that kind of stuff.
But you work at CNE, you're watching...
Playing D&D now. I love fantasy illustration, that's what I do. So yeah.
There you go, that's plenty there. You're watching Picard.
Yeah, watching Picard, which I love.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's enough.
Yeah, you've got plenty of the nerd cred.
Yeah.
Sir Meanie is, aren't all monsters made for any entertainment always coming from some poor drawer's nightmares?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Because there are some D&D monsters, I'm just how did they think of it? The weirdest things like that. There's so many gross ones.
Or Lovecraft. All of that.
The gibbering mouth, there's ones totally remind me of the movie It, just the piles of flesh and how they change into stuff like that is so cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The chat saying that first of all you have tons of art cred and fantasy art.
Yeah, art cred.
Fantasy art is big nerd cred right there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We're very anti gatekeeping here.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you what do you know a lot about the Lovecraftian stuff? Is that
I've read some of his stories and I love that whole creepy vibe he gives off. And I knew they were planning on making the Mountains of Madness into a movie at some point, and what's his name? Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah, he was going to direct it, and I was so excited for that, but I guess it's not happening now or something.
Might be happening later.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff is super creepy and really cool. Yeah. I should do more illustrations based off of Lovecraft.
I would love to see those. I'm sure lots of other people would love to see those.
Yeah, that would be fun.
ideas.
Get a race hose.
This is like more Cthulhu. More Cthulhu.
Yeah, for sure.
As Dean's wondering, it's close to dinner time for them. If you had to design the perfect pizza, what would its toppings be?
Oh. Like looks-wise or taste-wise? Is this an art thing or like a flavor thing? If it's flavor, then I love anchovies, like anything salty. And olives. Give it a nice salty
vibe.
And then, let's see. Yeah, I would guess just like, the regular tomato sauce. What else? Mushrooms.
Okay, anchovies, olives, mushrooms. It sounds like you love it or you hate it pizza, generally.
I'm not a huge pizza person at all, but there's just, if it has those things on it, I'm like all into it. Oh, maybe pineapple, but that would be weird with those. But I like pineapple. I could alienate like half the people.
Pineapple with anchovies and olives. Okay.
Then,
that's a bold choice.
And then a sprinkle of cheese, maybe. Oh, a good brie would be nice.
Nice. Sounds complicated.
Yeah. I don't think that exists, that pizza.
I mean, we can make it happen.
Yeah, that would be nice. So order that into the office one day. Nobody will eat it.
Yeah, one of the office pizzas and that. It's like, that's Michelle's personal pizza.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, I like just olives, like a Diavola pizza with like a little bit of spicy salami, red onion, some cheese. Yeah, pretty
that chill. Seems doable.
Ooh, our Green Paradox is asking if you could do a mashup or a collaboration with any other IP, what would it be, and what would be the first monster you would want to draw for it?
That's a tough one. This might alienate a lot of people too. I don't know. I love Avatar, like Pandora World, like the Avatar movie that came out a long time ago. That's gonna come out again. I don't know. I'm totally into that whole vibe. So that would be really cool to create creatures from that and D&D and I don't know.
And like the next jungles of Chult or something that are
jungly and like I don't know.
Yeah, that seems really cool.
Yeah, those two worlds are kind of cool.
Well, it looks like we're about to play some musical chairs.
Okay.
Do you wanna say goodbye to stream?
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Now we are just going to have a brief pause while I change things so that Chris can join because we like to play musical chairs today. This is Chris.
Hey everybody.
And
I'm not used to being on this side.
I'm sorry, man.
It's weird.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right, and we can go to two of you, and you are Chris.
Look at that.
There
I got a thing.
Chris the hobgoblin. Chris is not a hobgoblin. Chris is the best. He's bringing the spoilers.
Totally.
You have
What?
Tier 4 blessings.
Oh.
Inverness.
Soonish?
Soonish. Nightmare.
Making a note.
Making a note. Right to the source. Yeah. Oh, someone's saying that now that we're in the same room and on stream, there's going to be so many spoilers that are coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. This is the spoiler stream, and Chris is here so that, I won't get entirely blamed for it.
Can't have Justin sighing only about you. So I'm just like,
Margaret, what did you say? I'm like, I thought I could say that. No, don't say anything.
What did you spoil today already?
Familiar is coming? Or
Sure.
Or I think some of the monsters, Michelle.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She has cool ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The secret codes. Yeah, they're asking me to spoil the secret codes because. Oh yes, and the slot one female champion. Is
Oh yeah.
At some point soonish.
I was doing her equipment before I came in. Lots of alliteration.
I like it. That's gonna be. Okay, you have to keep that in mind.
I'm running out of all the S words. I gotta pull open a dictionary to find more. So, I have a 2:00 meeting, so I have about 3 minutes, but I wanted to come in and talk to everyone about some exciting stuff that's coming.
Yeah.
Are we already?
Where is he in?
I had a lead up to this.
Oh, we had a lead up?
But,
I ruined it. I
yeah, you
spoiled it.
did. Look at that.
Spoilers.
There's your spoil. So we have a ton of stuff going on. We've had a ton of stuff going on for a couple of months now. It's been a very, very busy time. Thanks everyone for the positive feedback and the bug reports on time gate updates and offline progress. We've also been working in the background on the year 1 part 2 rebalance. We're working on multi-instance. We're working on mode drawn automation. We're working on all sorts of stuff. And we decided that we didn't want to wait until September to really do another celebration fun times because everyone in the office has been working really hard. The players are really excited about some of the new stuff. So we wanted to have a little celebration early. So we're in addition to, you're just going to keep going, aren't you?
Okay. Nope, never mind. We're good. I thought if I clicked it, it would be fine. No, it wasn't fine.
No, if you click it, it shows up.
I didn't click it. I just hovered.
So in addition to, that's it. I'm done. All right. So we got a ton of stuff coming in the next like 2 to 6 weeks, 2 to 8 weeks, 2 to however long Justin lets me stay here weeks. We've got new DLC coming. First off is the Champions of Renown pack. So what we've done is we've taken what we think are some of the all-stars from year 1, and we've put them all into a DLC pack. So when you purchase the Champions of Renown pack, you're going to get a ton of stuff. You're going to get champion unlocks for Evelyn, Catti-Brie, Zorbu, Gromma, and Deacon. So if you don't have any of them, you get them.
All of them.
You also get a 16 chest pack for all of them. All the 16 event chests for the champion. So you'll get 16 Zorbu chests with 2 guaranteed shinies, 16 Evelyn chests, 16 Catti-Brie chests. So 5 different 16 packs, each with 2 shinies, and we've got this.
Wait, each with 2 shinies?
Yes.
Oh wow, that is okay. I thought
So 10 shinies.
10 shinies.
And we've got this super awesome Construct Evelyn skin that we worked with Anna Prosser on.
Now can I show it?
Now you can show it.
Yes.
Look at her floating.
So floaty. So floaty. So
All
floaty.
of her glory. And I guess Alexis can talk to you about the process with her.
Yes. Alexis is coming on next, and she worked on Construct Evelyn.
But I have 1 minute left before my meeting that I'm obviously going to be late for now. We also have coming out at the same time the Year 2 Champions of Renown pack. Oh, this is your moment. This is your moment.
Oh, why am I bad at this? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Maybe?
No.
Why is it being sad?
Switch back. Uh-oh. Did XSplit break?
Yeah, XSplit's been breaking, and it's been making me sad, which is why we had problems.
Did it just crash?
No, I think we're okay.
So, wow. We are just...
I'm struggling today.
All right, so we're not going to bring up any more graphics here. Let me, what is going on here? If you can hear us, know that we have some technical difficulties at the moment. So, all right. So let's see. Maybe we should go back to. Nope. XSplit doesn't. No audio. No, we're definitely losing XSplit.
Why? Okay. This is not ideal.
If you get. We did it. Maybe. We got it back. Let's close this. Maybe these are the problem.
These are the problem.
Best laid plans, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to run away now.
Cool.
That's what I do. What is even going on over here?
I'm going to try to salvage the stream.
Do fix XSplit. I'll tell Alexis you're a little delayed.
I'm gonna work on this.
I'm gonna run away. I wonder if they can still hear us. Can you still hear us?
I'm not sure. Oh, I see it back now.
I see it back now. No. Oh, wow.
Okay.
So, I would kill XSplit and restart or something, or try to close.
doesn't-
Now we're closing things.
Okay, no, we're back now. We're back.
We're back? Are you sure?
Almost.
Oh, I think so. Can you see us now? It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
And it's gone?
And it's gone. I think we're back.
It says looping. It's live?
It's
Are we
live.
back?
Are we back? Are we cool?
My spoilers broke the stream.
Spoilers broke the stream. That was okay.
Okay, so I came for spoilers and I destroyed the stream. So year 1 and year 2 Champions of Renown All-Star packs.
Trying one more time. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that walnut skin.
It's cool.
Oh yeah. So expect more on that soon. And now I'm going to run away.
Cool.
I'm so sorry I broke your stream.
That's okay.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.
Have fun.
Thanks.
I'll send you an Alexis.
Thanks. That was scary. That happened. Hi, everyone. I have Alexis with me here now. That was... We broke everything, and you aren't Chris, so I need to change that.
I couldn't see what was happening, but I could hear you guys, and I was like, oh.
You're like, no, they broke everything. Why did they break everything? Let's change your name, because you're not Chris.
No. I have no spoilers.
You I'm pretty sure you have spoilers.
Oh, no, I have tons of spoilers in my head, but they are not coming out.
You actually have a filter.
I hope I do.
Well, okay, I know you have a filter. It lifts a little bit when you're tired. Alexis and I were roommates for Pack South.
Yes,
so
that one.
That worked. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And soon to be PAX East, too.
Soon to be PAX East?
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Everyone, yes. Alexis, hi. Hello.
Hi.
So thank you for joining me on this large stream of people who aren't Dylan, who are having fun times.
Margaret doesn't have to talk to herself.
On the
for
internet.
2 hours.
On the internet. Yes, thank you. Fully support this. Fully support this. Thank you all. You have worked at Codename Entertainment for a while now.
Yeah, like 8.5 years.
8.5 years.
Yeah.
That is many years. I'm very much a veteran of Codename Entertainment.
Yeah, an old Codename lady.
I remember Eric saying that, you're not an old Codename lady, that when he started at Codename, Dave and Justin said, whenever Alexis says something, you need to shut up and listen, because it's either going to be extremely important or extremely witty and funny. And yeah, I'd say that's true. She's kind of like the best at one-liners.
I mean, that's a pretty high compliment. I can't say that I live up to it, but I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yeah.
Okay. I am, people are asking for the year 2 thing again. Mm-hmm. I am going to try to make that work again.
Fingers crossed it doesn't
break the
things.
stream
again.
So we will, okay, we will try. Oh, that, what, no. Nope. That broke things. I will try again at some point, but I will list off the year 2 pack right now, so at least people know. And it is Shandy, Walnut, with a really cool walnut clone skin, Paulton, Ayla, and Spurt. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
yeah. Maybe a Discord post? Maybe. Might be safer. All right. Well, we'll see what I can get away with, because I'm not entirely sure how allowed Chris spoilers were in the first place. But yeah, so you are an artist at CNE.
I am.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
You usually work on champions.
I work on champions and backgrounds.
And backgrounds.
And then whatever else kind of needs to be done here and there.
So, and you created the awesome Construct Evelyn skin.
I did, yes.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about, like, okay, I'm really curious in terms of, like, making a skin. How much effort is that in terms of making a champion from the art side?
Well, it really depends on the skin, because sometimes it's just like draw a few extra things, recolor some stuff, insert it into the animations, and you're done. And other times when like the shape of the character is changing a bit.
Like Clone Walnut?
I think, well, I didn't do Clone Walnut.
Yeah.
But she does have some impressive shoulders. But like for Evelyn, she's got that flame tongue sword instead of her axe, so that actually required like a fair amount of animation work to rework it, because it's a completely different kind of weapon and stuff. And then also the blade, as a flame tongue sword, is on fire when you hit things, so that involves some flame animation. So that one actually probably took me the longest of all the skins that I've done before.
That's cool. So you drew a flaming sword.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, in the image it just looks like a regular sword, but when you hit things it's like
nice. And then did you work with Anna on that?
Yeah. So we had a call with her, and then she talked about like Evelyn as a construct and like various different things and how we could kind of add to that to make it interesting. So yeah, take a bunch of notes and then go back to the drawing board.
Nice. Awesome. So, and you talked about PAX South. We were there. We made it. We made it there.
Yes.
We made it back. We're going to PAX East. Do you want to talk about caricatures and like what you do at PAX? Because that's really cool.
So at the previous conventions that I've been to, so last year I got to go to East and West, and then South this year. So I've got my little pack of 3.
Pack of 3.
And so what we've done in the past is people can come to our booth, and I'll take about and like line up. There's a lineup involved, unfortunately, and I take about 10 minutes to draw people as like kind of like a hero or a champion. So we have like a little template of various different classes, and and I make you all cartoony. It's really cute and fun.
Yeah, you did one for me as a sorceress. Yeah. I really, really love it. And it's like just like, up on them, like, I get one too. They're really, really cool. So if you're at PAX East, definitely come by our booth to get a character done from Alexis. They are awesome.
Yeah,
That's something I will cherish.
Yeah, come visit us.
Come visit us, yes. Come visit us both, but mainly Alexis, the talent.
Different kind of talent. The drawing, the speaking.
So, you mentioned a little bit that you, on the call, you had a call with Anna to do Construct Evelyn skin, and so you're generally quite involved with the content creators when you bring their character to life.
Yeah.
Like, how do you sort of, how does that work? Like, do you just take their...
Yeah, well, so we have the calls with various people, and Chris has this like list that he gets them to run through, and basically that we listen to them talk about their character for about 40 minutes to an hour, and while they're talking, I really try to take notes on things that sounds like they're very, very important to them, like facial expression or demeanor, or like if there's a certain item that really makes that's really important, I'll write that down too. And then Chris has all his notes as well, so I pull from those, and
Nice.
But yeah, really trying to hit the points that resonate with the content creator.
Yes. I know that, just off the top of my head, I know the champions that you've worked on are Walnut and Ayla and Morgaine and so many.
Yeah, quite a few of them. Like the base champions are all Adam's work, but then as we kind of got into like the regular updates and stuff, then I started sort of
getting interspersed into the champion creation, and now he's kind of like stepped back to do other things, and he still does champions occasionally, but for now it's mostly me.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Awesome and super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I have to ask about the drawing rocks because this is very like it was very much an in joke from like before I was here. And it's like
Okay, so this originates from our game Shards of Titan, and it has this incredibly detailed isometric town map. And the way the world in that game is that it was a planet that got shattered apart, and so your town is on this like floating shard. And there's rocks all up and down, and there's like a ridge with all these rocks, and the edges are all rocks. And so I spent like a good 3 weeks just drawing rocks for this map.
drawing rocks for 3 weeks. That's insane.
And Dave would come by and stand behind me like, yep. Those are some nice rocks.
I can see Dave doing that.
Yeah, and as the person who does backgrounds now, I still draw a lot of rocks. And I do recolor a lot of them, so it's not all the same, but sometimes it's like, oh, these are more rounded rocks, so I have to draw new ones. Or, well, we need little tiny pebbles now.
Okay. Did you draw the background for the lava scene for the Mad Wizard? Where it's like there's like the streams of fire where it meets the succubus?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's like an Easter egg like smiley face in it, and I can't unsee it.
Is it like the swirls?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I probably drew that, but it actually was like way back at the beginning.
So I want to know if the if that was an intentional Easter egg or.
I'd have to take a look.
Okay. I will find out and report back. And yes, it looks like Mars and Zeke are going for the more and more reasons why people should come visit our booth at PAX. So yay, come visit us. We always want to like. It's really really nice to be able to put faces to names, usernames, and meet players in person.
And when someone comes up and they're like, "Oh, I play the game all the time," it's like, yay! Yeah, it's really nice.
So we play D&D together.
We do, yes.
I think you play a druid right now.
I do.
Alexis is a druid, and honestly, like I think for you, I would definitely put you as a druid if I had to place everyone.
Yeah.
into
like real life D&D classes.
Yeah.
Well, I like to spend a lot of time in the forest, and I talk to my dog more than I should. So there we go. Between those two things, yeah.
Yeah. And like you do an awesome amount of trail running, so it's sort of like she runs ultra trail marathons, so general badass and CNE right here.
I'm attempting to run ultras. I've done one. I'm training for my second, so when I have two, then I can say that you run ultras.
You officially run ultras?
Yeah, okay. Instead of I ran an ultra.
You ran an ultra.
Yeah.
I'm
semantics, right?
Semantics.
Yeah.
Counts. You're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited for you. So, yeah. Arca Leader is asking if we have any plans to come to a European expo. None at the moment, but that would be awesome.
That would be super awesome.
Yes, please.
Yeah, fly us to Europe.
Send us to Europe.
Although I have a feeling that if we were going to Europe, suddenly we wouldn't be on the
we wouldn't be on the
convention
list.
team anymore.
Darn.
Yeah, someone else would be like, seniority.
Seniority. Darn. Oh well. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Yeah. Just get it written into our contracts.
Yeah. Must be sent to conventions. And yes, we should. Oh, and they did find the one of the secret cards.
Yes. Nice work. That was fast.
I know, thanks. Sometimes I feel like someone's just basically putting in everything I say into the code combination thing, which is
maybe like a speech to text tool and just like right into the thing and enter.
Yeah. it's a little bit crazy at times, but you know, it means they just don't make the codes until the last minute. Yeah. And I noticed that someone was asking for the Golden Epic this weekend, and I will happily to let you guys know that the BAF champions this weekend are Nayeli, Calliope, Caddy Paulton, and Archon, with a GE for Paulton. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, and Sarah Mini wants to know what class I play. I have played a bunch of classes. Most recently, I am playing a sorceress. Well, sorcerer, but I'm playing a woman, so.
Yeah, Lady Sorceress.
Lady sorceress.
And I'm playing a Druidess.
Druidess.
Michelle's a fighteress.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're just gonna add to everything. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an artistess.
Artistess. The artists.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite class?
Honestly, no. I like playing them all for different reasons.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I don't really see. I find playing paladins a little bit dull, to be honest.
It's one of the few classes I've never tried before. It's Paladin.
Paladin. Yeah. You've played a lot of D&D. Like, when did you first get into D&D?
So the first time I played like a role-playing game was Pathfinder, and I was in college, and we played for like about a year, and we were doing like every Saturday for at least 4 hours, and I had a ranger, and I was so like new to it and like intimidated that I was like kind of got like stage fright when it came to coming up with a character. So I'm like, okay, she's a ranger, she likes animals, she's an orphan, like let's just go with that. And then I named her Dexwisha because dexterity, wisdom, and charisma were her highest stats.
Cute.
Yeah, Dex for short. So that was, and yeah, the DM kept being like, give me your backstory. I'm like, she doesn't remember.
Amnesia solves all backstory problems.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, my character's a little more in depth these days, but yeah, sometimes not by much.
I wouldn't say that. Like we're in one of the office campaigns together, and like we seem pretty fleshed out.
Yeah. Well, I heard Michelle saying she's still trying to figure out personality and stuff, and I'm kind of doing the same thing because I find if it comes out, like if something sort of strikes you when you're playing, then it's a lot easier to sort of have a character that you stick to, and you're not like kind of going all over the place and like today I'm this and tomorrow I'm that. If it sort of comes naturally. So I'm kind of doing the same thing with her, just trying to figure out what she's like.
That's awesome. We as a group, we kind of jumped the gun and decided that we were all ordering minis for them like already. It's like we've had barely a half dozen sessions. We're like, no, we need minis.
Yeah.
To Hero Forge.
And we haven't been able to play because we have like another round of office play going around.
Yeah.
And so people have been sick, but we are currently surrounded by wolves. And I rolled like a 3 for initiative, and I'm like, and we're level 1, which I haven't played a level 1 in a really long time because usually start at 3 or something, and I'm like, I only have 10 hit points.
And then kind of like,
die.
I thought it was gonna be fun. I'm like, oh, I'll just cast a minor illusion and like have a wolf owl somewhere else, so they go figure that out. And I did not make that roll.
No,
don't.
It was a really good plan.
Was working. Spieler Bass, one of the office games. How many games are there at Scanny? For campaigns right now, there are. I think there's like 4.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Curse of Straw, it's on hold until Dylan gets back. Then there's the one we're playing, and then there's Tomb of Annihilation.
And then there's an Avernus one as well, I think. Like.
Yeah, because that one plays after work.
That one plays after work,
so it doesn't count.
Yeah. And then Dave the Aztec saying is like, my luck, order many. My character gets obliterated. Yeah, that's what we're worried about, considering we're surrounded right now. We're like,
Yeah. But at least we kind of got them 3D, or Sean got them 3D printed at the university, so they weren't that expensive.
Yeah, the wait time for Hero Forge was really long, so we got the PDFs to get them pretend, which was really cool. And yeah, it made us all feel like we could create our characters a little more, because like the differences between the sketches were really, really funny. It's like the art team, not the art team.
Yeah. That was funny.
It's fine.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So yeah, minor illusion would make like a cardboard cutout kind of oval, but she used it to make a sound.
To make it sound like a wolf owl, because it also works for audio.
Yeah. To draw them away.
To draw them away, and yeah, sort of a different way to pull it. And I think you can also do it for smell as well. But yeah, basically my favorite cantrip. For
Good one.
Yeah,
I haven't used it very much, but yeah. When it works, it's like,
look over there.
I'm behind you.
Run away. So yeah, okay. The champions, the ultimates.
Oh yes.
Those are crazy.
Yeah.
How do you come up with the ideas for if that's animated or?
Well, like Chris or Justin usually come up with the ideas, or like the actual what it is, and then I try to turn it into something that looks cool. The one that I really pushed for was Walnut's animal army, because when she said that she summons tons of like woodland creatures, I'm like, I really need to draw that, guys. Can you please put that in?
It looks really, really cool. Like, I love Walnut's ultimate, but I'm terrified of mice, so it makes me really squeamish. Like, whenever it happens, I'm like, ah.
That's fair. I have like snake phobia, so whenever there's like a snake on my art list, I'm like, no.
Okay, you don't try to trade it for like someone else who can write that. No,
I just do it. It's like a very light phobia. Like if I'm outside and I see like a little tiny thing, I'll usually yell and like jump backwards, and then I'll like calmly walk around it. It's just like that initial sort of shock of seeing one that always gets me. Yeah.
I feel that. I'm fine with spiders, lizards, frogs, what have you. Mice are the one thing that actually have me shrieking on top of a chair. And I will admit that.
Well, it's funny when, like, I don't know about with you, but, like, I see a picture of a snake, and after my initial, like, whoa, I'm like, it's not bad. Like, they kind of smile. It's okay. But then it's just, like, a sort of deep inside you reaction to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ilstine's saying that they've watched a marathon from their couch. Does that count?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Pull out it. I don't know.
I mean, that'd be a long time to sit there and watch something, I guess.
Yeah.
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 Couch marathon.
I really enjoy having Alexis as a roomie, because we both like to run. So even when conventions are happening, we're like, okay, we will be carving out some time.
Yeah. And at South, we were like, in the early mornings, we'd turn on the light and be like, are you gonna run? Are you gonna sleep?
I was like, I'm awake now. It's happening.
Yeah. Are you sure? We could just stay here and sleep for another 30, 40 minutes.
No. H-Dog 1995 is asking if you could make one of your characters play into a champion, what would their items be?
Ooh. Well, so my highest level character would be my Curse of Strahd character, who's a lore bard. And so she stole a wolf fur cloak from like a noble lady in Vallaki, so that'd probably be one. She has a magical lute, which is it's an instrument of the bards, and it's based off of the harp, but Adam made it a lute. And so in my head, it's got like little roses all over the front of it.
Nice.
So those, she's got her vision, or goggles of night vision, which are shaped like an owl, which have come in handy like I think once or twice. So she's got some sad backstory involving her kids, so probably a memento from them. Is that 4 so far?
Yeah.
What else? She never uses any of her weapons, so if she has to pull out her sword, it's a bad day.
It's a bad day. It's a bad day when you pull out your swords.
think, and also like we've lost a couple characters within the campaign, so maybe like some mementos from them. Like she has one of her cantrips, Eldritch Blast now, and she learned that after Dylan's first character died. So, yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah. Heavy stuff.
Yeah, and she did have another character's sword, but she gave that to Selena, Dylan's newer character. Yeah, so doesn't have that one anymore, but maybe that one, because with equipment they don't have to be all from the same time period.
That's cool. So our green paradox is saying that I'm surprised that the art department hasn't made a case for having a 3D printer in-house for model testing and covert mini printing.
Well, Dave's not here today, but maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah. I think if you can get Dave interested in a project, then he would probably like be on board for that too.
You've given us ideas.
Yeah.
You've given us wonderful, terrible
and then we all
ideas.
like give all our money to Hero Forge, like buying the files.
Yeah. But that was not my most productive Friday afternoon. It's like, ooh, need to create. And then look around and everyone, it's like, oh, geez, okay, glad we did this Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's research, I swear. Mm-hmm. And Marcia's asking, because we were talking about backgrounds, can we get any of them released as wallpapers to use? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would require someone else's time to upload them to a place.
You mean someone else from marketing?
Probably.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can just be like, yeah, sure. All of them.
Yeah. And then we need to make sure that we have approvals. Mm-hmm. But it's a cool idea. Like,
for sure.
I really like some of the backgrounds, and especially, okay, I know I keep going on about it, but the gold dragon. Did you do the gold dragon?
The gold dragon. So Michelle said she didn't do that.
Yeah.
But she did.
She did?
I did, like, is it the brass or the bronze dragon?
From the Volta Dragons and Dragon Heist.
Yeah, so Volta Dragon's the gold one.
Yeah.
I did not do that. I'm pretty sure Michelle did it. But it uses the body from the, is it bronze?
The bronze one.
Bronze one, which I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why we have a confusion.
Yeah. So I think, I thought I saw her drawing the head of this gold dragon. And she was like, no, I didn't do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Someone drew it.
Someone drew it. Someone in the art room drew it. Yeah. Okay. That was really cool. You can't, like, the alts don't work until it's done its thing. That was fun.
Yeah. Oh, and also, Kat is the person who drew most of the familiars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Kat drew
I know
us.
Adam's done some. I did a few. Kat drew a whole bunch. So I think everyone's done at least one.
Do you know who did the zombie T-Rex?
I did the zombie T-Rex.
You did the zombie T-Rex.
Yeah. Michelle and I had like a roll-off for that.
So it's like, is that how it works in the art department? If there's like a really coveted boss or
And
something?
at the time, like I was able to like go in and like help out with monsters for that time, for that period. Yeah. And then we saw it on the list, and I'm like, and Michelle was like, and we're like, okay, let's look for it. But sorry, Michelle.
Yeah. I'm now starting to wonder exactly how many like inter-office things are decided with dice here.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I've had at least 2 things decided by dice or flipping. In terms of art stuff. But yeah, that T-Rex, that zombie T-Rex is like still one of my favorite things that I've like ever drawn ever. So I'm really glad that I got it. Yeah.
Nice. Mr. Mini, any plans on working more with D&D and Beyond after the Curse Farmer? I believe that we are continuing that, or at least we want to. So, yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah, so for those who are unaware, if you go to D&D Beyond, you can see some of our earliest adventures done up as encounters for D&D. So like, you can run the Curse Farmer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And also we have like decks of stories for sort of prompts from random encounters. And then you can also find those at PAX East. Is the next one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, we leave a week Tuesday, actually.
Yeah, we leave a week on Tuesday, and then it starts a week from today.
Yeah.
Because it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
2 weeks from today, so yeah.
Yeah. After South is like, we have 5 weeks, that's plenty of time, and then
No.
it's not plenty of time.
It's not plenty of time.
Yeah, and I'm like furiously drawing. I'm like, I need to get all my stuff done before I go.
Yeah, no, with Dylan out, I'm feeling the pressure a little bit. But it's just such wonderful news for him. We have a 6 a.m. flight though.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. But at least we'll get there early.
We'll get there early.
Yeah.
Or we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. That's the bare minimum that we really need.
I love after PAC South or our new standard is we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll arrive.
We will get to the convention.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. On plane, on plane. I would be down for that. I do not think that everyone that's going is as much of a morning person as I am, because I got some sass a couple times when I'm like, "Oh, good morning," and they're like, "It's 6 a.m. Shut up."
Yeah, well, I mean, 6 a.m. is fine. That's a perfectly reasonable time to be awake.
Right.
But getting up at 4 a.m. to be at the airport for 5 a.m. for a 6 a.m. flight, that's slightly less good.
Daza 287 is saying coffee, and they're like, yes, I drink it in large quantities, but by it we get to 2 p.m. and I'm like, okay, I need another coffee to make it through the afternoon, and everyone else is like, no, I'm fine, and I'm at the con and I'm like, what's wrong with you? We're at a con. I need it to survive, to be happy. But yeah. Yes, but yeah.
Yeah. Definitely Fireball would not be a good thing to yell on a plane.
Oh. Yeah. There could be worse things, but yeah. We could. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Fireball wouldn't. Yeah.
I'd be more concerned about having to crawl under people to be like, I dropped my D4.
Excuse me, I dropped my D4.
Yeah, where is it? Can you lift your feet up?
Who are these people? Who are these weirdos that they let on the plane?
Yeah. What is a D4?
And having to explain to customs how much you spent on dice when you're going through and declaring your duty back is kind of and they're like, so you're sorry, what? A set of dice cost how much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This last time coming back from a convention, we went through little seaplanes, and so we still had to fill out those little forms where you put exactly how much you spent and stuff. And this time it was just a computer, and you say I was over or I was under, and I was like, thank goodness.
You don't have to explain how much you spent on dice to strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be great. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm a little stressed about the travel just because of our last experience. It's left an impression on me, I guess.
It's are we going to have to rent a car and drive to Boston? To be determined.
I hope not.
I don't want to drive in March in the East Coast.
No. And none of us are from, luckily enough, Dexter is lived in Texas, so he could drive us. I kind of know what was going on, but yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. In hindsight. Perhaps it wasn't fun during that. But we keep telling myself it was fun, and then I'll remember that it was fun.
Oh, it was totally fun. I mean, as soon as the show floor opened, it was okay, everything's good. And, we got to see people and draw and do watch everyone do the coloring sheets and stuff, and so that was all fantastic. It was just the lead up that was tough.
Yeah. And we're gonna have the coloring sheets again. We're gonna have some new ones.
Yeah,
I'm excited for those.
Me too. Very exciting. Yeah, Kat did some more.
Good. I think we've got Dragonbait, and we've got Krull coming, and Archon, and
Havilar.
Havilar.
Yeah.
And another champion who hasn't been announced yet. Who could that be?
Yeah. I don't actually know who's next because...
Oh, yeah. Do you just sort of, after you make a champion, do you almost, like, forget about them until it's released, or?
Yeah, at least lately when we have been working to get farther ahead, it's like, who's coming out now? What? Oh, wait, that was December.
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. 'Cause you guys work on, like, about 2 months ahead now, I'd say.
Yeah. And before this sort of push to get farther ahead, it was 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's exciting. Okay, so I have a question about the portraits because I don't have the gamepad UI on right now. Dylan streams with it because he prefers that UI, and I'm just like, I'm not great with console UI. But the portraits on it are amazing. Do you do those, or?
I do some of them, yeah.
Some of them?
Yeah, it's usually Adam or myself that draws them, depending on who has the time.
Okay.
But most of them I think he did. And I've done, the rest.
The rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
They're fun to work on, though. I like them. Yeah, it's like, ooh, I get to put detail in something.
And Our Green Paradox is asking, is there a skin that you would like to do but haven't had time or gotten approval for?
Ooh, that's tough. I haven't really thought about skins too much because they're kind of just like tossed in there here and there when we have like a bit of time. Like,
I'm rooting for like Marie Antoinette Havelar or
that would be a cool one.
Gene Simmons Calliope.
Those would both be pretty fun. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd like to do something with Rosie.
With Rosie? Sure.
Yeah, they're really well. I did her like bee skin, but yeah, I don't know. I always really liked her animations. I think she's just so cute.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what though. Maybe like a granny skin, like what she wears when she's like, not out kicking ass. When she's like at home doing the baking, like what she would
like a shawl and like her hair and like grillers or
yeah. Like some kind of like rainbow crocheted like shawl instead.
That'd be cool.
A little like handkerchief on it.
And Adventures with Dad is asking, was it already asked what Alexis's favorite heroes are for when you play?
Well, I don't play too much, so I'd have to go based off of looks and stuff. I love all my champions, but I do really like Walnut. I like all the High Rollers champions that I've gotten to work on because their source art for like that they have for their show is just so awesome. It's like all like incredibly detailed and really cool. So it's really fun converting that down into like a simpler like illustration for our game.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think as we're saying is like the artist's setup is not the best for playing the game on the side.
Yeah.
Just with the way they art.
Usually it's like whatever I'm drawing and then like reference stuff. Yeah. Or Mattermost.
Yeah. The sass that appears there.
What was the most challenging thing to do in the game?
Peach pie. What was the most challenging thing to draw in the game, and what was the most interesting?
So the thing that I usually find the most challenging is like when I get city streets, and they're just very, very time consuming. And so whenever we're doing like a new town, I'm just like, no. Like, can't we do more forest backgrounds?
Forest backgrounds.
And the most interesting, maybe my zombie T-Rex.
The zombie T-Rex?
Yeah.
Like, that is cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and we haven't had a new one in a while, but when we have, like, a new exterior location, like the jungle or the swamp, I always really, really enjoy drawing those because I just sit down for a few days and, like, draw ferns or trees and things, and so it's kind of it's always an interesting challenge seeing how much do you have to make in order to like flesh out an outside area and make it look like an actual forest instead of just like some trees in a park.
Yeah. So cobblestone streets or
More rocks, right?
more rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, cobblestones are just rocks in disguise.
Rocks in disguise. Nicely arranged rocks. Yay, your favorite. So, like, can you tease any locations? Or,
Well,
oh,
the last, am I allowed to? I don't know what I'm allowed to tease.
I think we can say something about Avernus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last backgrounds I do are pretty, like lots of rubble and like stones and debris
And like a fallen city.
yeah.
So
Lots of damage.
damage. Bad things happened in places.
Yes, bad
Yeah.
things happen in places. It's a good way to put it.
Succinct.
Furnace. Bad things happen in places.
Yeah. We don't want, like, the Margaret edits D&D. Bad things happened because we drank potions that we found on the side of the road. Story here being, don't drink potions that we find on the side of the road.
Yeah, I think that's just good advice for general life.
It's like, don't split the party, don't drink potions you find on the side of the road. Daza287 has a question. If you did Pinky the Furry Beholder, could you do a small body, large-headed mind flayer called Rain? I like that idea.
I love that idea. I'm not sure where the line is where we would get sued, but I think yeah, that is amazing.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah. The furry beholder, yeah.
Magefy is asking, does this mean that Dwayne Johnson is coming to the game? No, not that rock.
No,
but
all the other rocks.
all the other rocks,
Well, no.
just not the particular rock.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has a D&D character and he wants to call us, by all means.
Yeah, that would be great.
I think he plays D&D actually.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nice.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, lots of people play D&D that you would not expect. It's kind of cool now that it's not as, like, you don't have to be as hush-hush about it.
Yeah.
It's like, can't tell your sorority. It's like, now you can admit that that's what you're doing on Thursday night. Vin Diesel does it. Not sure about The Rock. There we go. They know. Chat knows everything. Well, chat has Google very easily accessible, so they know things. Yeah. Okay, calming down. Yes, let's not have this descend into giggles.
It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah. Well, we found out during PAX that when I break by collapsing into giggles.
Yeah.
Alexis loses her
Yeah, my filter.
filter and just has the most on point sarcastic comment, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, like luckily my inner dialogue isn't like full of vitriol and like
Oh, no,
stuff.
no.
So not having a filter is not necessarily a bad thing, but
No. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to try to share the thing again?
sure.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Narrator says, everything. We're trying. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. All right. Chat. Please send your best thoughts. Oh, no. Why? Oh, that is so sad. I am sorry. It broke. Yes, Orca leader, you are right. I should have listened to you.
Looks like they got the next code though.
Ooh, did they get the next code? Yep. Giant Dwarf got the next code. Nice. Well done. No, I'm sad that didn't work. I don't understand why it did that. Oh well. One of these days.
Is it just that graphic? Maybe it's cursed.
Maybe it's cursed. I don't. Well, do you want to try?
I think it'd be highly unlikely that it'd just be that one. So
We can try one more time. One more time. We can try one more time. Oh, no, see, it's not showing the right thing. Oh, but it does show it if I show it here. Hi, guys. Check out the Champions of Renown pack. Okay, putting that away now. Apologies. But hey, at least you saw it this time.
yeah, in some form.
In some form. Breaking things. Infinite packs? I wish, but I'm sorry. I tried.
Yeah.
It worked fine when we tested it, and then it didn't. That sounds like
Yeah.
that sounds like everything that goes wrong, actually. When are the packs coming out? I think in the next like couple of weeks. I don't know. Chris was just like super like, we need to show this on stream, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then it broke.
Yeah.
And then it was sad.
We're all very sad.
Yeah. Yeah. But so.
I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
technology is our friend, and sometimes it hates us.
Possessed by demons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How to tell we're not devs? We think it's possessed.
The magic box isn't magicking.
Okay, it's like this little blue dust that's going through the wires. Yeah. Meanwhile, the dev team's like, no.
Please stop talking.
Stop talking. Don't touch it. I know. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Your art, or 'cause, like you posted some of your art on your Instagram, or
I post my stuff on Instagram in like blocks. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'll do it for like 2 or 3 weeks consistently, and then I take a break, and then it's 3 or 4 months later, and I'll be like, oh yeah. But yeah, there is art there, and during Inktober this year, I was drawing like little animals as like D&D characters, just with like fine liner pens. So those are up there, and they're pretty cute. Some of them are anyway.
well, yeah, I've seen your ones. They're cute.
Yeah.
They're really cute. Like, so do you prefer to draw animals or humanoid or?
I like both, but I'm probably better. My illustration, I think I like my animal illustrations better. They're a bit more like whimsical and stuff. Yeah.
Like I've seen your caricatures. They're great too. So and like your portraits are great. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drawing people is fun, but like, animals. There's so many different ones. So, I mean, there's a lot of different people too. But.
Evil. Yeah. Yeah. Nomad84 is saying that the front page of your Insta reminds me of the board game Root. Any chance you've heard of or played Root?
I haven't, but I will look it up because if it's like the stuff on my Instagram, I probably really like it. Yeah.
We like what we like. Yeah. Oh, and Jody was saying that, your animals are really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Ask Alexis for your cute animal needs. Usually like Walnut's Ultimate being maybe the ultimate example.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, that was bad. I liked it.
I was like, woodland creatures.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Yeah. But no, should we maybe wrap it up for today?
Sure.
I think we've spoiled all that we can spoil successfully, and
Codes
the
have been
things
found.
have been found, things that were not spoiled successfully, well, kind of still happened anyway. But yes, and thanks everyone. That's our show for Thursday, February 13th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us and participating in the Idle Champions and Dungeons & Dragons community. You're all awesome. The show exists because of a number of amazing people behind the scenes, including my co-producer Erica, as well as our partners at Dungeons & Dragons, Greg, Bart, Pelham, Allison, Charlene, and Lisa. Take care, champions, and have a wonderful weekend.